Okay, let's just forget about the finish line for a second. We're not here to talk about the trophy or the final prize. No, we're diving deep into the messy, unfiltered, and absolutely essential journey of unlocking that massive potential that's already living inside you. It's the one question we all have to answer for ourselves, right? You can see the top of the mountain. You want that victory. But what does the climb actually demand from you? Not just on the good days, but day in and day out. And there it is. That's the answer. It's not about some magic moment of genius. It's about a total, all-consuming obsession with the journey itself. So here's the crucial part. When you are truly, genuinely obsessed with the process, your mind basically becomes a fortress. How? Well, you fill it so completely with the task at hand, the next step, the next problem, the next page, that there's just no room left for anything else. Fear, doubt, thoughts of quitting, they get crowded out. They can't find a place to live because your focus on the work is taking up all the space. You see, this obsession is exactly what builds that winner's mindset. It's all about mastering your inner game. And you know what? It starts the second your day begins. Let's break down how that actually works. And listen, this isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's a command you give to yourself. Win the morning. Win the next hour. You carry that winner's mentality with you into every single thing you do. Just think about your environment for a second. A classroom, the office, the gym, doesn't matter where. The people around you might be totally zoned out, pessimistic, distracted by a million things. That's their vibe. That doesn't have to be your vibe. Your mental space is your fortress. You stay locked in. You stay focused on winning. Because you have to remember, this race is ultimately won by the person who can separate themselves from the pack. Okay, so you've got the mindset. You're ready to go. But what happens when the process gets confusing? When you hit that wall we all hit and you feel completely and utterly lost? Let's just be real for a minute. Bad days are part of the deal. You are absolutely going to have moments where you feel like you have no clue what's going on. But here's the thing. There are some non-negotiable rules for the grind. Throwing a pity party for yourself? That's not going to solve anything. Tapping out? That won't get you any closer to your goal. And conceding? That is just not an option. Your response in these moments? Well, that's everything. So instead of giving in, you act, you get proactive. You knock on the door of your teacher, your professor, your mentor, and you look them in the eye and say, listen, I only have one option, and that is success. Right now, I'm confused and I need clarity. You demand it. You take control of the situation. This all brings us to a really core mantra, HWPO, hard work pays off. This simple acronym perfectly illustrates the mindset of a winner. Winners aren't looking for the easy route. In fact, they're terrified of it because they know it doesn't lead anywhere real. You get out what you put in, period. And now we get to the part everyone's afraid of, the ultimate test of your resolve. What happens when after all that work, you still don't get the result you were fighting for? I mean, really think about that. You pour your heart and soul into something. You do everything right. You study, you train harder than you ever have before in your life. And you still come up short. What then? Well, the truth is, that moment, that feeling of getting knocked down when you least expect it, that is also part of the process. This right here, this is probably the most important mental shift you will ever make. You have to burn this idea into your mind and never ever forget it. You never fail. You never lose. You only learn. So you just reframed the entire story. This wasn't a failure. It was a lesson. And because you faced that specific resistance, that specific challenge, you are now physically and mentally stronger than you were before. Because of this setback, you've gained invaluable data. You have experience, you have insight that you could not have gotten any other way. You're not just stronger, you're now wiser. And because of this setback, you are not defeated. No way. You are fueled. Your desire is now greater. You are hungrier than you have ever been before. Which brings us to the final and most crucial point of all. You were born with everything you need to succeed. The ability to overcome anxiety, to ace every test, to achieve every single dream. It's already in there. So, what are you waiting for? That dormant volcano of success isn't just going to erupt on its own. It's inside of you right now, just waiting. It's waiting for you and only you to grant it permission. The only question left is, will you?